we are talking about B1. So B1 is going to be thiamine. And our vitamin B1 or thiamine is going to be its main function, or one of its main functions I should say, is as an oxygen carrier. And what it does is it is the oxidation of carbohydrates. So it's really involved in carbohydrate metabolism. So that's one of the key indicators for thiamine is carbohydrate metabolism. It's also known for some of its neural functioning and for pyruvate metabolism. So if you are deficient in thiamine, then your plasma pyruvate is not getting metabolized and it's going to be increasing. At least that's how I remember that a deficiency in thiamine increases plasma pyruvate. You have a decrease in erythrocyte transcellulase. I don't really know what that is, but erythrocyte makes me think of red blood cells, and transcellulase reminds me of an enzyme because it has ace on the end. So just something unique about thiamine as far as its different functions. Thiamine is a lot of times associated with alcoholism. So that's one of the other key indicators is thiamine with alcoholism. And some different, I guess, deficiencies, some diseases you'll see with deficiencies. So you might see in an alcoholic patient, you might see something develop called Beri or Wernicke's syndrome. And that's being deficient in thiamine. Foot drop, memory loss, tachycardia, fatigue, irritability, pins and needles feelings, disoriented, memory loss, muscle weakness. Those are two big ones also for thiamine. And then it's important to know some of these vitamins, we can actually make them inside of our body, and some of them we have to get from our diet. So typically thiamine we have to get from our diet, but actually in our intestine, it will make a small amount of bacteria, but it's very small, especially compared to some of the other vitamins where it's mainly synthesized in the intestine by bacteria. But thiamine is made in our bodies in the intestine, but mostly is from the diet. So that's kind of my big takeaways for thiamine. Sources for thiamine, pork. So I have on my little note card, I don't know if you can see it there, but I've got a little pig and he's eating some berries because thiamine's in pork and deficiency will cause Beri. So, and then I also have like my little guy over here with really big thighs and he's got some beer because he's eating alcohol. So anyway, so it's in pork, liver, wheat germ, egg yolk, nuts, and a lot of different things, but try and just differentiate between what might make these vitamins different. So that way if you're given a list of symptoms or a list of sources that you could find it in, you can kind of remember the key points to think of when you think of thiamine. I think of alcoholic patients, I think of Beri, I think of pork, and then the long list of symptoms, a lot of those are in a lot of the other vitamins as well. So hopefully that's helpful.